Hello everyone, it's Nick here from Timeout with a very exciting video out here today. Now today I'm going to teach you, I won't be teaching, I won't be showing you the easiest method to create a slideshow without getting any scripting. If you have zero knowledge about JavaScripting and still wanted to create a slideshow, a complex one, you can do that. You can just watch out the video and you'll be knowing how to get it. So watch out the video. Now let's take a look on what we are going for this video. Now here's what we are going for this video. This will be what we'll be creating. Yep, you can see this is a slider, walking slider, and not only this, having the controls, it fades in automatically, and it have a pager. And what a pager is, it's simply something that you click on and changes sliders. You can see. It's a walking pager, and I'll be teaching you how to get all these things without any scripting knowledge. So hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's get started. But before I get started, I just wanted to introduce to a jQuery plugin. It's really a lot easy to use, so you don't have to go much more that. So it's a plugin, Cycle 2, and here's we'll be going over the links in the description. Just go on, visit that website. It's really amazing plugin. Now to get started, you just have to download this script. So click on download. Now you'll be directed to this page. You can just download the production version, and you don't want a development version because you won't be developing anything through this plugin. So download the production version. It will be a script. Either you can do is copy this URL and paste it in your script tag source, or simply copy it, save it as a JS, and link it through that. And that's a lot simple way. And here's a jQuery. Now download the jQuery because of course it's a jQuery plugin, so it won't be working without jQuery. You can do is download the jQuery, click this button on jQuery.com. The link's in the description, so go and download that. Once you're on this page, you just have to download the latest version of jQuery, download the compressed version, production jQuery. So you can just click on the link here, or else there's one more way to include jQuery in your project by Google APIs. So the same link will be in the description. Just go there, and you can just click on jQuery. You'll be just scroll down to the page. Here, jQuery. Copy any one of these source. This is the oldest jQuery you will be getting, and this is the latest version of the jQuery. Just copy it and paste it in your head text of your document, and you're good to go. So let's open our text editor. So here in the text editor, I already created a basic HTML and CSS setup. So I probably think you have a knowledge about the HTML and CSS. You don't need to be educated because you are searching for the image slideshows. I think you know about the HTML and CSS, and you're going for the JavaScript purpose. So I hope you have the basic knowledge, and I'm just gonna explain going on through this process what it is in this body tag, what is in the script, CSS, and later on we're gonna jump on the scripting. So let's take a quick look on what we are here. But if you don't want to type this, I already included a project file below, links in the description. Download that, open the base.html, which will be unedited. So just the simple file till here. No forward editing. No forward edited will be. You can start following from this file onwards. So just open the base.html and start following me what I'm doing here. But still, I need to explain what is in the base.html. So it's a bit simple. So let's take a look on the body first. So we have a body. Inside the body, we have a div having the ID container. It's nested inside is a div with an ID slideshow. That's how simple it is. And all the images of the sliders, no matter how much images it is, all will be going in the slideshows. And you can see the images are here. Yep, yeah, those are the images. And it might be any number of times. I'm just using 4 images for the purpose. And inside the container, nested again a pager div with an ID pager. And this is the place where probably our clickable images will be that will be changing the main image or image wall. Yeah, we're having a 2 image here that will be previous and next controls at the side, and simply that's it in the body. And let's take a look on the head tag again here. Now we can have a script that is including jQuery. I downloaded it and put it in a JS, so you'll be working quite fast. You don't have to wait for the response for the internet to give you. If you have quite a low connection, it will be working fine. And I included a cycle2.js already, so you don't have to download it. I already did it if you're following along through the project file. So let's take a look in the CSS. What are in the CSS? Now, if you probably follow along from my previous videos, you probably notice that what property it is. Just I say it's a reset property, removing default margin padding that browse rats to your document. You don't want that. And let's look further, which is an ID container. Simple width 100%, height I put it 704, on your images depend on. Overflow I just put in hidden overflow, so I don't want it anything below or outside that div to be visible. And simple background color. And now let's take a look in Slideshow, which is the main div that our slider will be. It's a simple height and weight 100%, covering up the whole container. Pager, that's the clickable images. Simply height and width 100%, so covering up here the whole entire width and 120 pixels wide. Just making position absolute, and from bottom 5 pixels, 5%, sorry, not pixels. And some background color width and transparency of 0.5. So it's an RGBA color code. If you're new to it, RGBA, just search on the Google, you'll be getting it what RGBA code is. It's a simple Z index over like 1000, so it will be always on the top of any element on the page. Now we have opacity 0, so it will not be visible, and we have a transition property. On the pager hover, we did is and make an opacity 1, so it will be visible on hover. So previous, just all these images have hash previous, which is this here, and hash next. Simple height and width defined, positions absolute according to the container, like top and bottom 0, left 0, so sticking to the left, the previous one. And just vertical margin auto, and 10 pixels it will do is just a vertically aligned center, and give some 10 pixels left margin. Same here, but except in the left we put the right and giving 10 pixels margin. That's all it is. So simply here you can see the image and the next and previous controls and the pager. That's all it is. You can't see anything inside the pager because we didn't given the instruction to execute the slider. So let's jump in on and see what can happen now. Now we go in your slideshows. Let's start editing it. It's really simple. Now to start a slideshow using this Cycle2 plugin, it's really simple. You can use a class, and inside the class you just have to write cycle-slideshow, and that's how it simple can be. Can you believe that? You have to believe it. That's simple how it is. If I refresh, you see that's how simple it can be. But we don't want only simple slideshow, we want some controls in it. Do we? We really need some controls. So let's get started. Now I'm just gonna go like in below the putting enter here, and I'm gonna type data-cycle, and it's just how you're gonna define everything in here. It will be like a markup language actually at all in here. It's just defining everything in the markup. So this is probably the main statement you want to copy it. It will be using many times. Now we want to define an effects, and what effects is, it just something that fade or scroll horizontal, vertical. Just so I want an effects of the fading effect, what you saw in back there. Simple, just write effects data cycle effects is equals to fade. This is the syntax of to declare your effects. Now we want some more effects except fade. There is a link in the description where you can find all the effects that are available for Cycle2 plugin, which you will be getting a demonstration on that same page, and you can just copy that line and just paste it here, and that will be doing it. So now we want the control over the transition speed, because the probably I take here in, just take a look in here. It will be, you can see the animation or the transition animation is a bit slow, or I can say a bit fast actually. So I want to make it a bit slow. To control your simply write data cycle speed, and which is your transition speed, your fade in transition speed. I'll be taking 600 milliseconds and define it in milliseconds. And I want a control over the timeout. Now, what a timeout is actually, it's how much seconds or how much time your image is going to be displayed on the page or stuck up on the page or in the wall. So simply data cycle timeout t is equal to, now that's 2 in the milliseconds. I want like 3 seconds, so 3000 milliseconds. And if I take a look in here, just refresh the page. Now see, if every 3 seconds counted up, it will change, and we have a bit slow transition. See, that's working fine. And here's it is, I think, if probably watching it, it's fine working. So let's all we did. So let's take a look on the pager, because we didn't want a simple slideshow. We want some more advanced option in here. So we're gonna create a pager. So simply create a pager. You just have to write data cycle pager, and what you have to give in here is the ID of that div where you want your pager to be. So my ID is hash pager. So I'm just gonna write hash pager, and that's it. But if I refresh it now and preview the browser, now if I show you the pager, you'll just seeing here is this thing, a dot, which you don't want. I want a bit more attractive and interactive pager, and a lot controllable. I want a precise control over that. I can control this. I can control. So I want images except these dots. So how to do that? It's a lot simple. In here, you just have to write go and paste data cycle pager hyphen template, and what it is, it's just a simple HTML template you want to give here, and that will be repeating how much images you have in here. So it looks like empty, but once you define this template, it won't be empty. You just can see here, it will, everything will be script. So let's just define here. We'll be using a link first of all, because we want a cursor to change. We're gonna give href, but we won't be linking to anything. We're just giving a hash here. I'm gonna close that. Simple. I'm gonna put image here. So because I want the image to be my pager, I'm gonna put a source. Now here's a tricky part up here to learn. You want your source, you can give it manually. You have to take by script, and this is how Cycle 2 allows you to do that. So simply just give inside these inverted commas, you just write in brackets, curly brackets, twice brackets, and inside that just write source src, and it will be taking this alternate sources and creating the pages up here. Let's define the height of the image. I think 100 height is, sorry, I forgot, equals to sign, and width. Now you can close that and make sure that's it. So yep, now it will be template is working. So let's take a look here. So you can see I have 3 images up here, and I can click on those. Every image is working fine, absolutely perfect. So let's make it in the center and give some CSS to it before moving any further. It's so here it is. You can see. Let's align it, and yeah, here's a pager, and inside that we are targeting a journal image. Every image will be targeted here. We're just giving the margin from left top 10 pixels and left and right 5 pixels. Just giving some center line. We did the opacity so we can make it transparent a bit, and a transition property. As usual, we put in everything. Now let's take a look on the hover state of that images. So on the hover, just the opacity will be full, and there will be a transform animation. So it will be scaling at 1.05, and the Z index about 100. That's all simple. I hope you know everything about the CSS margin, opacity, transitions, what it does. So let's take a look in the browser what it is. Hit refresh again, and if I hover on that, Yep, you can see it's working, but it's not center line. It's just align it in the center, or you can just keep it the left align. That still looks good, but I will be aligning it in the center. So just to align that in the center, I just go in the pager, just write text align center, and if I just simply refresh it, you can see it's working fine. Okay, it's all okay. Yep, it's all okay. It's working fine. So now let's take a look on creating previous and next controls. It's really easy, a lot simple. Just few lines of codes and you're good to go. So let's try it. Simple data. Just put the data cycle. You observe that it's really common if you're creating a cycle slideshow. You just have to write data cycle up here. So data cycle, we're gonna take next, and what it is on the manual controls. And what will go inside here is your next image ID. So here's I have a next image ID. The ID is next same. Simply just put hash next. Oops, yep, hash next. For the previous control, it's not simple. You don't have to write. You just have to write in the same way, but not the whole previous spelling. It's just like prev equals to the same how we did that. So hash previous, the ID goes here. You can see I just matched up, so it will be a lot easy to understand here. And if I just take a look at the browser, you'll be getting here. But before I go on in the browser, I just have to do one thing I forgot. In here, in the previous thing, I forgot to put a z-index up here, so it will be going at the bottom. So like z-index, and I will be putting it like 1000, so it will be on the top always. Just same here, just copy that and put in there and paste there. Same here, just paste it there, and let's take a look at the browser. Refreshing it. So let's see here. We have a controls. See it working up here, left and right. But if we still don't have that effect, we're gonna just take a look in the moment, just checking up what it is. So you can see it's working fine. Now we want to change the control, the effect. We click on here. It's a lot simple. Go in here, just go below. In the same here, just have to write. So just like the same everyone data cycle, we're gonna go like effects, but we already declared that, and we want another effects. How we can do that? Cycle provides a lot better way to do it. So it will be a manual effects. So clicking on manually next and previous, those are manual controls we say. That will be a manual effects, and I will be switching that manual effects to scroll horizontal. And I already provide a link in the descriptions. There are a lot of effects for cycle which will be useful to you guys. So scroll horizontal. Yep, and I think that's it for the manual effects, and that will be changing the effects. But still, I want to control again the transition speed of the scroll horizontal. So same here, data cycle hyphen, instead of speed, we're gonna type manual speed, which will be equals to along 400.4 seconds, 400 milliseconds. I just played with that. I played with it while creating the previous slideshow that I just previewed you, but you can play with this and get the settings up right. And if I take a look in the browser, just take a quick look in the browser first. Now, just in the browser, just click here. You can see I just click here. I get this effect. It's working. It's really we came here, but we have one problem. If you click on the page here, you see, and it's not fading. It's actually changing the manual, because these two are considered as a manual controls. Because we have to click it. It's not an auto. So now there's a quick solution to it. Now inside your text editor, it's a lot simple to do that. You just have to write data cycle and hyphen. Now we want an FX for a pager. So simple like pager hyphen FX. And that's really a good function for that. They did even provide an FX for pager. I just write fade. I don't want any other things that's so funky. Yep, pager FX, I did that. I think that's all good to go. I think this is the final thing we have to do here. Just take a look at the final preview in the browser. So we're in the browser. First of all, let's take a look on these controls. The final thing. Yep, working fine. Take a look on the pager controls. See, they are working now. If you see this, it's really the final product. We just take a look on how we did that. It's a lot simple. If you find this video useful, guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It's Technotouch, and give this video a thumbs up. I think this is the easiest way to create an image slideshow. I can't find any other easiest solution to have this slideshow. So that's all to it, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, it's Nick here as always. Thanks for watching.